Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, Logi just filed their Q1 2027 earnings report, and I am seeing one key trend that truly matters. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. Logitech sales are up, but the real story is in their profit margin, which has seen a massive jump thanks to some unexpected financial windfalls. Let us dive into the numbers for the 3 months that ended on the 30th of June 2026. The company brought in $1.2 billion in sales. That is a solid increase of about 7% compared to the same time last year. But here is where things get really interesting. Their gross profit, which is what is left after they pay for the stuff they make and sell, jumped by a huge 27%, reaching $608 million. This made their gross margin soar to 49.5%, up from 41.7% last year. That is a massive improvement. So, what caused this profit surge? A big part of it was a benefit from tariff refunds. Remember those import tariffs the United States introduced back in 2025? Well, the Supreme Court invalidated some of them, and Logitech got a refund of $61 million. This was recorded in this quarter, significantly boosting their profits. Without this one time refund, the profit increase would have been much smaller. Looking at their product sales, gaming is still a strong performer, up 12%. Pointing devices, which includes mice and keyboards, also saw a great increase of 16%, especially with new premium products like the MX Master 4. Video collaboration also saw a healthy 11% rise. However, webcam sales dropped by 9%. And tablet accessories and headsets also saw slight decreases. Geographically, the Americas region led the growth with a 12% sales increase. Asia Pacific also grew by 8%. However, EMEA, which includes Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, saw a slight 1% decrease in sales, impacted by ongoing conflicts and a general market slowdown there. Now let us talk about operating expenses. These went up to $349 million from $317 million last year. This increase was mostly due to more spending on marketing and selling and higher investment in research and development to bring out new products. While it is good they are investing in the future, it does eat into profits. Because of that huge gross profit jump, net income was spectacular. For the 3 months ended the 30th of June 2026, net income was $235.7 million. That is a massive 62% increase from $146 million in the same period last year. This means earnings per S-share also jumped significantly. Looking at cash flow, Logitech generated $166.7 million from its operations, which is up from $125 million last year. This strong cash generation is mainly from their higher profits. They also spent money on repurchasing their own shares, which can be a good sign if the company believes its stock is undervalued. They repurchased about 0.9 million shares for $100.8 million. The company is still dealing with global issues. They mention ongoing macroeconomic and geopolitical challenges, like inflation, currency fluctuations, and component shortages. A particular concern is a recent incident at a semiconductor supplier's facility, which they expect will affect their ability to meet demand in the coming months. They are also navigating evolving trade policies and tariffs. These risks are further detailed in their risk factors section. While there were no major new risks added in this filing, the existing ones like supply chain disruptions, geopolitical tensions, and market demand uncertainty continue to be a significant concern for the company. So, what is my take? Logitech had a really strong quarter, largely thanks to that one-time tariff refund. Their core business seems to be growing, especially in gaming and pointing devices, and they are investing in new products. However, the reliance on that tariff refund for such a large profit boost is a bit of a red flag. It highlights how sensitive their profitability can be to external factors. The operational challenges like component shortages and supplier issues are also worth keeping an eye on. The company's direction is positive with new product launches, but the profit jump in this report is not entirely organic. The risk I am watching is how they will sustain this profit level without the tariff refunds and how they will manage supply chain disruptions. Alright, that is our breakdown of Logitech's latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching, see you next time.